Hey guys, high five boy, good boy. Today I'm going to show you how I go about making music, what I do in terms of my process for creating my tracks, jams, DAWLess, everything done in front of you. What I do before that, because I think it's very important to get into the dimension, into the zone, and then after that, once I actually record my tracks and upload it on YouTube. So yeah, stay tuned. My inspiration, look at him, crazy. Alright guys, what I've just done, I have put my recording on so that you can actually record the audio in high quality. My voice is going to be coming from my phone, which is the only device I use at the moment for recording videos, but hopefully you can hear me okay. Alright, so as I said earlier, I'm going to start putting myself in the mood here, because obviously it's not my full-time job, so I need to get out of the normal life, just get into a different dimension, hence the channel name at the moment. So the first thing I usually do is start playing with my Lyra from Soma. Some of you may know it, some of you may not, but essentially this is a sort of ambient creating device, and it's got some really sweet sounds, as well as you can create some really aggressive stuff with this. So the reason I start with this is because it pretty much detaches my brain from all the stuff I've been hearing all day, and it puts me into some sort of parallel dimension where I forget everything else, get into the waves of sound. So I'm not sure what state this is in at the moment, but I'll try and play with some notes here, tune it in some weird and original ways. I'm not gonna like use a tuner or something like that. I'm just gonna do it by ear, which is, by the way, what I do here all the time. So let's see what we can make with this now. By the way, I've got this SSL6 mixer, which I think is just absolutely amazing. The warmth that you get, the compression from the G series bass comp, it's just unbelievable. And the more I play with it, the more I understand how really the sound good really is in terms of quality. I used to connect all this stuff to my DAW before, and I just didn't really enjoy playing with it. But using this for sort of live sessions, I think it's just absolutely amazing experience. Right, I'm just gonna start with some default knobs here. Let's see. By the way, I'm gonna start without the reverb, and I've got this pedal here that allows me to add reverb and delays and stuff from Moore. So I'm just gonna take the send off for now, put it off like that, and just hear only the Soma Lyra. So it's got modulation on at the moment, so let's see if I can just switch that off for a second. So it's from this one. By the way, I'm still learning it. It's insane what you can do with it. It's so much, so many possibilities. All right. Now, let's see what happens with the reverb. I got carried over there, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. So a couple of things really, just a lot of ambient sound, and then a little bit of the machine drum, which is just, I can't even describe how that sounds, but it's unbelievable. Initially when I got that one, just obviously knew nothing about it. It sounded like shit for me. Couldn't get a kick right, couldn't get hi-hats right, couldn't have a proper clap. It's just sounded really crap. I don't know if it's my default settings here. I got this second hand like over 10 years ago. Wasn't in the box. It was in the box. Put it away for years and years and years, and now suddenly once I really put together the entire setup here, got it to a point where I can't get any other instruments to sound that great. So yeah, so that's what I do really. Just get in the mood and throw in some drum sounds. Now that's sort of obviously a very basic start of a track, but what I also recently have discovered is that if I put together the machine drum from Elektron and the Roland TR-8S, I found that the union of these two is quite unique, because the warmth and the power of this drum machine and the flexibility and effects and the sounds. I mean, you can even load samples. Actually, this is the UW, so you can load samples on this one as well. But I have put these two machines in parallel, so that the machine drum goes into this. As you could see at the end, I've just activated a master effect here. So I can apply all the effects of this one on that. Some of the instruments go into the machine drum, like all this section here with the Roland boutiques. They go all into the machine drum. Machine drum goes into this, and that goes back into the mixer. So I find that connection sounds really powerful, and it's just very flexible. You can put together a lot of ideas with this. In fact, I've been posting videos for the past month. This is the first month I've been doing this. A video a day, or almost. Hopefully I'm not annoying too many people, but just having a lot of fun really with this. So what I do after I sort of put myself in that state, I start playing with the TRS. I mean, I go through some default patterns and sounds and stuff, but if I find something, I tweak it and then have them play together. Some friends on YouTube have asked me, how do I synchronize these two with the Moog Studio Trio or Trilogy? I'm gonna go over that in a different video, I think, because it would be just too much for now. But hopefully you enjoy these. I'll see what happens. I'll get your feedback on this video and then move on and explain more stuff. Then what I'll do after these explanatory videos, demonstration videos, I'll actually record my track and post it as well. We'll see. I don't like to do too many complex edits on the video and anything like that. I just like to do one direct video. So this is going to be a bit different one, because I wanted to show you guys how I get this stuff to work. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. Hopefully you appreciate that. So yeah, let's move into the TR-8S. So after we got that sort of into a place where I have some chords, just completely random stuff really, but hopefully they sound nice together. Yeah, let's get into this. So I've chosen a existing pattern, which I like the melody that this contains, but we're gonna change a bit of the settings, the effects, and potentially even the tonality of the melody, because then once I find my main tone, I'll sort of adapt everything around that to make it sound good. I mean, I know in some of the videos this month didn't get that right, but sort of learn as I go along here. So hopefully I get that in a better quality. So let's see. What I'll do, by the way, when I start this, that one starts as well, if you noticed, but I put all the volumes down for each of the instruments. What I'll do now is put them back up, and I'm not gonna start the machine drum because that power, I just don't want to be influenced by the power of it when I sort of create stuff with this one here. But then of course we're gonna put them back together to see how it sounds and adapts, you know, the levels and everything. But for now, I'm just gonna focus on this. Another thing I forgot mentioning is that I usually keep only the kick from the drum machine, the machine drum, the Elektron, because I just found it a lot more powerful. I like the control I have over it, all the settings on the kick. So it's funny how I was completely unable to make that work for the kick, but now that's my only kick machine. I mean, I have another kick machine down here, the MBase 11, and for now I've just used that for some very long kicks for ambient stuff, but I'm planning to introduce that as the main kick machine, so that that has even more settings specific to the kick sound. But for now, the kick, we will use it from machine drum. I'll disable the kick for this one down here on the Roland, just because, I don't know, same thing really. The kick, I don't like the kick much from this. It just sounds like too soft, and even if you change it obviously to more powerful kicks like the one from the 909, etc., yeah, I still can't get it as powerful as the machine drum. So no kick for now on the Roland. And now I usually sort of take stuff out of the existing pattern and just keep some parts of it. I mean, the drums of it are really nice for the high end and the mid-level stuff, but I'm gonna remove anything else that I just find too much, like some extra melodies, or usually for bass line, very rarely I use this because it's got some bass sounds as well, but obviously that's the Moog that I think is best for it. But I'll clean this up and see what happens once we put it back together. I'll also remove the clap from this because we'll use the machine drums clap. The melody, I'm gonna now match that, the pitch of it to the Soma Lyra that we've created here. what I did there basically is I've checked that the tonality is okay, the levels, and sorry if I broken some of your speakers out there, but I was just trying to see where the melody fits in terms of volumes against the other things. So I tried different things just until basically I found, I think, a good level there. Tweaked the tune, and I think, well, then I obviously introduced the machine drum, just get carried over really, and carried away. And the other thing I've done is checked what tempo actually fits best for the whole mix, and I found that by speeding it up to 140 seemed too fast, so I sort of slowed that down a bit until I found some nice level where it's not too fast, not too slow. It feels slightly slower than I would want it, but not like completely slow. I think that's usually the perfect spot, because you don't want to have, I think, a track going too fast, otherwise you can fit less sounds in between each drum instruments. So I think 136 for this one sounds okay. Also connected to that, I've shortened the length of the notes on the melody, because I feel like a little bit of placky sound fits best for this. So it just feels like, you know, it's slightly more aggressive, a little bit on the attack side rather than on the soft, lengthy sounds side. So I think it's a nice balance. Now, as the last part for this today, I'm going to be showing you how I use the DFAM, the Drama from Another Mother from Moog, just to bring in a little bit of bass, and that I think will really sort of have a complete mix, I believe, for this particular track. So I'm going to just take everything out of the mix for now. And yeah, I'll just keep the DFAM on, even though it's already connected. And as I said, I'll explain in a different video. Essentially, I take the output of the machine drum. I've got a channel where I've just set a bunch of 16 notes, like a regular 16 notes. And it's just a little click that comes out of it, goes into the ADV clock input of the DFAM, and that just gives it pretty much the tempo. So that, however, wasn't really playing right now because it was just stopped. So if I turn that on, there's the start button. It doesn't start because obviously we are connected to the ADV clock input. If I take that out for a second, it starts. And the tempo currently will be controlled by the tempo knob. But if I put that in, it's not starting. However, it's just waiting for the signal to come in. I'm just gonna put everything on mute in terms of like all the sounds, and just keep the click coming out. So that will just pretty much send the input on the tempo to the DFAM when I play. And that's how it sounds currently. Obviously not great, but if we start tweaking all the knobs, yeah, we'll get some good bass line out of it. What I'll do is get a nice pattern going, obviously build the sounds of the bass, then we'll put it in with the same tune as everything else so that it sounds obviously consistent. I think, the classic D-Fam sound. There you go. Whoops. Now, obviously the bass is not in tune with the melody, so I'm just going to change the bass because the melody should be still in tune with Soma Lyra. Even if this instrument, I've seen that it sort of changes as it gets warm or whatever, you know, the sound and the tonality of it just keeps changing all the time. But yeah, we'll see how we can put these two sounds now in tune by ear again, and then we'll have a look at the whole mix. I think that might work. Cool guys, obviously that was just a simple demonstration. There is a lot of work that needs to be done on this one, but that sort of gives you an idea how I make music. Thanks for watching. See you next time.